101 with Lynch and Taco.
This is Orlando's rock station, 101.1 WJRR. So, I did not think we'd be talking about this again so soon, but yesterday there was a news release put out with the headline that read as follows. LimeWire acquires Fyre Festival brand. What could possibly go wrong?
Refresh me on who LimeWire is.
Thank you for asking. Let's go back to the early 2000s when digital music was starting to come into play. You had Napster. We all recall the whole Napster situation.
Yeah.
There was also LimeWire, which was basically another file sharing service that basically, was a competitor to Napster, but was basically effectively shut down by a court ruling in 2010 after a judge ruled it had facilitated large-scale copyright violations. So they went away.
Red flags are going up for Fyre Fest.
Then in 2022, Austrian brothers Julian and Paul Zettmer bought LimeWire's intellectual property. They turned that into one of those NFT services. Remember the craze with those non-fundable
tokens or whatever during all the Bitcoin. Yeah.
There's your background on that. So here they are popping up again with this release, and they obviously are using humor in the press release to get your attention. They were the ones who purchased the digital rights and intellectual property of Fyre Festival. Remember when that went up for sale on eBay or whatever, and they paid like $200,000 for it.
Yeah, it was a pretty good price.
Yeah, LimeWire. Mm-hmm. They say that they will unveil a reimagined version for Fyre, one that expands beyond the digital realm and taps into real-world experiences, community, and surprise. No additional details were given. That's what we know.
I'm staying clear.
So 2 failed brands teaming up.
To each his own. If you want, if you want to do it, good. Go for it. Like I said, I'm staying clear.
Something's labeled damaged goods, man. It's awfully hard to recover from that.
Red flags.
Somebody's shooting wild jackasses with arrows in California.
I don't care if it's a dumb donkey, a jackass, or whatever. You don't do that. We've seen it with a cat that had one in it, an arrow. Remember that?
A wild burro who has been nicknamed, yes, I do remember, Cupid. The latest wild burro to be recovering from surgery after being shot with an arrow. Officials say that's at least now a half a dozen attacks since June on these donkeys that roam semi-rural areas of inland Southern California.
They need to set up those trail cams and catch whoever's doing this, because that's just not cool.
You got to be pretty...
Yeah, twisted. You're serial killer in the making.
I'm going to consider this my new information I've acquired today. I didn't know there were wild donkeys in Southern California.
It makes sense.
I know there's
a
lot of jackasses there.
Yeah, there definitely are. Tons of jackasses. But donkey-wise, because think about it, because Mexico, it's down that way.
Have you ever rode a donkey?
No.
Have you ever been to a donkey show? Tijuana.
No comment. No, with the donkey, I'm trying to think if I did as a kid. I know I rode a horse. When you go to somebody's party and they have like a horse, or they do it at a farm.
Right.
I don't think there was a donkey.
I always feel sorry for the donkeys, because our reference point here as just mere mortal civilians. It's always in a movie. They've got tons of gear packed onto these things, and they're trudging them up some mountainside.
Exactly.
Oh, they're adept and like doing this. No, they don't.
Nobody would. And the sound they make.
Right.
I wonder who originally named him Jackass. I mean, I know I could just Google it, but
I don't know. Right. Don't shoot wildlife with bows and arrows for no reason whatsoever.
No. If you're hunting... Sure. And it's legal to kill it. Totally cool. Because you're going to eat it. You're going to do whatever.
All right. The latest update on the African tribe of 3 which we talked about. This came into on our radar because of a woman who had been reported missing in Texas by her family, was discovered as one of the 3 members of this African tribe that has
living in Scotland or something, right?
The Scottish woodlands. They call themselves the Kingdom of Kubala. They've been camped near Jedburgh in the Scottish borders for the past few weeks, declaring that they're reclaiming land that was stolen from their ancestors 400 years ago. The problem is the land is privately owned, and they've just set up shop there and have been told to leave. And now a court has ordered them to leave, and they're saying, we are not doing anything of the such. We will remain until God tells them to do otherwise. Mm-hmm. Now, to rewind a little bit back to the Texas angle there, so it turned out that the missing Texas woman isn't missing at all, but is there of her own free will and serving as the handmaiden to the king and the queen of the Kingdom of Kubala.
Even came out and said, leave me alone, I'm happy here.
Right.
Man, if that was like your relative, man, brother or sister, you could kind of play it off, but if that was your wife, left you for the Kingdom of Kubala...
Kubala, whatever they call it.
Doesn't even exist.
There's the kingdom.
Who cares how it's pronounced? It doesn't even exist.
Show Bob the picture there.
Wow. She just sits there and kneels down and obeys them. That if I'm that landowner, you're out. You're out. You say you only answer to God. You're going to see God's fury. A net's coming down out of the tree and scooping you all up.
Bye-bye.